All right. Well, okay. So hey everybody, this is Evan McGreasy coming at you with an NHK Easy News article. We are finishing up the one that I started a few days ago, but then got distracted and tired with, and I had to go do something else. We are talking about the state of emergency by Shinzo Abe being difficult to complete by the 6th of, May? Which, as I record, would be tomorrow, or in Japan land, now. So, here is the next paragraph. It says, 安倍総理大臣も29日の国会でウイルスが移った人が増えているので、5月6日に緊急事態宣言を終わりにするのは難しいと思います。と話しました。Alright, so the entire sentence is 安倍総理大臣も話しました. That's it. So that's the actual sentence. The Sori Daijin is the way of saying Prime Minister, and Abe is the dude's last name. His name is, I think it's Shinzo Abe. That's right. I think his first name is Shinzo, which I don't think means heart, but then again, it does. Okay, so he as well said this. In the previous sentence, we talked about how the Todo Fuken no Chiji said they should not end by the 6th, and then all of the specialists said not by the 6th as well. If you ask my opinion, which you did not, screw it, we should open up. Apparently this thing has like a 0.2% mortality rate, and if you don't have really bad conditions and you're under the age of 60, you're basically completely fine. However, whatever, YouTube is going to yell at me for saying that. All right, so let's see what he said. It says 29日の国会で. So he said this, he hanashimashita this at this meeting, the kokai, at the Congress, kokai. So the kokai, I said Congress, but I meant to say the Parliament, whatever they have over there in Japan, Parliament, or I think it's similar to the UK system where they don't have really a president. The Parliament elects the guy that's in charge, so it's much more European style than we have here in America. So the kokai. At the Congress, at the Diet, at the Parliament, on the 29th. So notice how Nijukunichi is being used as a noun, and it's modifying with the no particle, the kokai. So it's the meeting on the 29th day meeting. I don't know how to do that exactly in English. We would just say on the Parliament on the 29th, but notice they didn't use a ni particle like we might expect them to. Okay, but anyway, at this location, he said, ウイルスが移った人が増えてるので、5月6日に緊急事態宣言を終わりにするのは難しいと思います。Alright, we have like 19 clauses in here. Let's go clause by clause. And by clause, I mean let's go backwards. Actually, let's go backwards from node. So node is a conjunction. Junction, what's your function? Telling us why something happens. It basically translates to being that, or, because. So because what becomes before it? Because fueteru. Something is increasing in number. Notice fueteru is the intransitive form of the verb, and it means to increase. The transitive form is fuyasu. So notice that hito is what is fueteiruing. Fueteruing. Hito is what is fueteiru. And then because English exists, I want to add ing to it, but that sounds weird. Hito ga fueteru. So people are increasing. That means in number. We're talking about the number of people. We've talked about this in previous NHK news articles. They're talking about increasing in number. The people are increasing in number. What kind of people are they? They are hito that wirusu ga utsutta. Utsuru basically means to spread or to spread. Here it means to infect because we're talking about a virus. So people who the virus spread. And then this is really interesting. I should have mentioned how important this is. This is the wirusu ga utsutta hito. This is people who the virus spread. Now that doesn't mean what you think it means, okay? It doesn't mean the virus is spreading people on toast. It means the virus spread. Okay, so let's look at this clause. Uirusu ga utsuta. This is important. So for all of you people who think that you're easy McBreezy, Evan, why are you spending so much time explaining this? No one says that, I know, but just pay attention. Uirusu ga utsuru, past tense utsuta, means the virus spread. To whom did it spread? It spread to people. To people. Notice people would normally get a ni particle in that sentence. So it should the sentence would have been uirusu ga hito ni utsutta. However, we're trying to use that hito as the subject of a bigger sentence. So, right, it's the hito that fueteru. It's the people that are fueteiru, right? And these people are the people that are being spread to. So the ni just gets thrown out completely. The ni gets thrown out completely, and your brain needs to just know to have the ni there in the translation. So, uirusu ga utsuta means the virus spread. The virus spread, and it's modifying hito, so it almost looks like it means, like I said earlier, it almost looks like it means the people who the virus spread, which is like there's a virus and like taking people and making, I don't know, people toast out of it. That's not what it means. It means the people to whom the virus spread are increasing or have been increasing. Again, teiru can mean currently increasing, has increased, or has been increasing. It can be that has been doing feeling, has done, or it could be the currently happening. Remember, your teiru forms have at least 3 translations. Also, it can just be like a condition, like you exist in a condition of being awake. So sometimes it's very adjective in nature. Here, the number of people who have been infected by the disease has been increasing or is increasing. I think those are the two that mean basically the same thing and have basically the same feeling. Okay, so let's keep on going. People to whom the virus has spread, the number is increasing. The number of people to whom the virus has spread has been increasing. So, being that this is true, 5月6日に緊急事態宣言を終わりにする. Notice. 終わり by itself is an intransitive verb. So the question is, why are we using the o particle with an intransitive verbs? The subject ga owaru, not object o owaru. So this is interesting because it's owari ni suru. 5月6日に緊急事態宣言を終わりにするのは? Okay, so let's talk about this. This looks strange because we have an o particle going into owari, and owari is an my kids are screaming, is an intransitive verb, and yet we have an o particle going into it. They're acting like crazy kids. They're having fun running upstairs. Okay, sorry. So we have an o particle going into an intransitive verb that should be impossible. And the reason why it's not impossible is because this is kind of a special formulation of a pattern. Owari ni suru means to bring to an end. As much as I want to go on about grammar, blah, 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 just treat it like it's its own word. Owari ni suru is to wrap something up, to finish, to bring something to an end. We could talk about how it's basically Kinkyu jitai sengen ga owaru you ni suru, and that's basically what is happening. Kinkyu jitai sengen ga owaru you ni suru. We could talk like that, but just think of it like owari ni suru is its own verb. Owari ni suru is basically wrap something up. So it's basically, because there's this ni suru here, it is a transitive verb, and so bringing the Kinkyu jitai sengen to a close on the 6th of May. And the reason why I chose to call it bringing it to an end is because of that no particle there. So that's how we treat it like a noun. No. As for bringing it to an end, 難しいと思います. I think that will be difficult. I think it will be difficult to bring the thing to the end on the 6th because, the number of people to whom the virus has spread is increasing / has increased. He said, the dude said. All right, there's just one tiny little sentence left, so let's just finish it off here. I hope you enjoy all this. Give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, maybe donate, blah, 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 blah. Seihua up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to highlight that actually because it's right up against. Okay, so Seihua 5月6日の後も日本中で1ヶ月ぐらい緊急事態宣言を続けることを考えてます。Alright, so 考えてます. They are thinking something. They're opining. That's a fun word. They're considering. They're thinking about. They're making an opinion about that. What are they opining? What are they thinking about? Koto o kangaiteru. So they're thinking about something. This koto just turns it into a noun. Tsuzukeru, to continue. Notice how it's tsuzukeru is transitive. So they are thinking about continuing. What are they going to continue? They're going to continue the Kinkyu Jitai Sengen. Notice we have two O's in the same sentence. And I'm just checking if there's a third one. Nope, just two O's in the same sentence. Totally happening because this O goes with this verb and this O goes with that verb. Okay, so as long as you have enough verbs going around, you can definitely have more than one of the same particle, just to make sure that's clear. Kinkyu Jitai Sengen no tsuzukeru koto. To continue the state of emergency. Oh, kangaitemasu. We are thinking, they are thinking. It says say for us, that's the subject. The government is thinking about continuing the state of emergency. Okay, now let's get some more information. Gurai, length of time. Ikkagetsu, for about a month. So gurai is degree from 0, like a length feeling about. It means about a length of something. Ikkagetsu, about 1 month. Notice the ge and the ka. The ikka and then the ge feeling, that is all telling us length of time, just in case you're not familiar enough with your length of times versus point of times. Ichigatsu, January. Ikkagetsu, 1 month. Gurai, also length of time. If it were around January, if they were trying to say we're going to continue this until around January, it'd be Ichigatsu goro. It'd be a goro there. Usually, not always, just usually. Not always, usually. Just very frequently, it would be a goro instead of a gurai. And length of times usually get gurais instead of goros. Anyway, okay. So continuing it for about another month. So the government's thinking about continuing it for about another month. Nihonju de, throughout Japan. Atomo, even after. So that this atomo is kind of like even after. Even after, so 5月6日, the 6th of May, no atomo, even after the 6th of May, throughout Japan for another month. The state of emergency they're considering continuing. The government is considering continuing the state of emergency for about a month throughout Japan, even after May 6th. Notice how you can just read that backwards. The government is considering the continuation of the state of emergency for about a month throughout Japan, even after May 6th. After you get the subject, read it backwards, and you're usually right. That's why a lot of my translations here are going from the back end forward, because that's just the way English and Japanese works. All right, I hope this was worth your time. I hope this was valuable. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. Please consider liking, subscribing, sharing, and all that sort of good stuff. Leaving a comment helps out a whole bunch too, because YouTube will say, oh, people interact with this channel. I'll stop yakking and begging. Your money, for those of you at Patreon and people are donating, is going to a good cause. Since I'm in the basement now, there's all the HVAC noise, and you've probably noticed the audio quality changed. I bought a whole bunch of these foam noise mufflers. They just came in the mail today. I had to let them sit for a while. And they're going up on the walls all around here so that we'll get a little bit better audio quality. Have yourselves a happy day. Peace out.